Hi guys. Hello. Who's here? Let me see who's here. Benji, Jade, Bobbert, Cloudy, Freyan, Brotty, Marciella. Hi guys. Maricella. God, why can't I read? Hi everyone. Get all my drinks set up here. Oh shit. I just lost my drink. It's all slippery. What's happening, guys? We go to the bottom where I can see people saying hello. Hi, Nat. Hi, guys. My throat's a bit croaky because I've been talking all afternoon. Out at coffee. Hi, Heidi. It's raining over here. Oh, is it? Where are you? In Sydney? Oh. Hi, guys. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, Maria. Hi, guys. All right, I'm going to the top. Jade, part 1. Hey, Loz, 3 weeks since finding your YouTube and have been feeling good. Only thinking new story, affirming a lot to change old self-concept thoughts. Had lots of births to learn from people I know or strangers. All seemed promising. But then I reached out over the long weekend to SP on email. No reply. Blocked everywhere else since Jan. So unsure he got the emails. We had been in communication up and down until 4 weeks ago. So maybe blocked on email too. I am now feeling sad, crying, trying to tell myself these are his tears. He is sad by emails and he misses me and my puppy more, giving a good meaning. Any advice? This is a purge. The tears and tips when you're in no contact or blocked, or how to keep going and trust the unseen. Thanks for all you do, Loz. Look, guys, I still find the blocking thing really weird when someone blocks you. I still find the impetus for someone to even do that is so bizarre, right? Because I just think it's such a triggered, weird fucking thing for anyone to do as an adult. Like, really. I think the best thing you can possibly give it is the person cares so much about you. This is the best meaning you can give it, that you trigger them, right? And that's why they can't bear to talk to you. They love you too much. Like, that's why you need to be actually blocked out of their vision, their life, the sound of your voice, the look of your face, anything. Because to look at you, hear you, talk to you triggers them, upsets them, makes them sad, makes them long for you. Because why else would you feel the impetus to even literally block someone out of your vision, right? The only reason you would do that is because they have an effect on you, right? So anyone here who's blocked, and it's the only meaning I can give blocking when I've been blocked, and I have recently had that happen to me, like in the recent, like last year or so. The only meaning I could give it was this person loves me so much, or I trigger them so much, I hold a mirror to them so much, or they are so emotional about me that the only way they can not be emotional is to not see me. Because why would they take such a drastic action to block you? It's like so extreme to block someone. So give it that meaning, darling, and that meaning, and all the good meaning you're giving it here in your answers, which means they love you, which means they can't bear to even look at you because of good reasons, not bad reasons. Don't give it bad reasons. People don't get that upset about people they don't care about. To get that upset and to block someone, you must really fucking care. So when someone blocks you, guys, remember that means they really fucking care. Otherwise, why are they blocking you? Tuesday already, yes. Hi, Loz. I'm affirming for money and living in the end for a while now. Today, my rent is due and did not manage to gather any funds yet. I'm going through it today and feeling defeated. Don't worry, darling. Just imagine your rent's paid and imagine it's paid eventually. And it doesn't matter. You'll get an extension or something to get it paid, right? Just imagine it's paid. Just go to the end of it's paid. Script a scene where it's paid. You don't know how. You're just saying, oh, thank God it's paid. Mm-hmm. Hi, Loz. How do you stop feeling like you weren't good enough to be chosen and third party is so much better than you? I do listen to sleep affirmations. Guys, that's a thought about yourself, right? Your deep, deep core stuff of other people are going to be better than me. Other people are going to be chosen over me because of X, Y, Z about me. I'm not pretty enough, not good enough. My body isn't enough. Other girls got better boobs than me, better bodies than me. They're smarter than me. They're more accomplished than me. They've got more status than me. They have better jobs than me. Whatever the story is, it's always about yourself. What is it about you that feels wrong or not enough? Identify that, darling. That's the problem. Then affirm against all of that and just say the complete opposite about yourself and build yourself up every day. And I know it can be a real struggle when you've thought that about yourself, but you've just got to try. Hi, Hey, Loz, saw some movement with SP, but he started talking about how he hooked up with this girl after we hooked up. I'm a little annoyed about it, but I understand it's my story about him. How can I change that story? He was a friend for a long time, so we always used to speak about these things to each other. Okay, well, you friend zoned yourself there if he's still discussing this with you as if you're like in a friendly way. Like, fuck that. Like, get into girlfriend status in your mind, darling. I'm the girlfriend. He wouldn't dare talk to me about stuff like that, and he wouldn't dare betray me because he thinks so highly of me, and I'm the girlfriend in his eyes. Right? So really go and work on the I am chosen, I'm a priority stuff, because that's how you get friend zoned and get spoken to about those things. Right? Hello, Loz. Sometimes when I do my affirmations, I become super emotional and start crying. Would that affect what I'm trying to manifest? No, darling. The crying doesn't affect shit. But that means it's working. If you get emotional about your affirmations, guys, it's the best thing ever because it means it's really having an effect. If you're just saying them rote like a robot and they're not having an effect, it won't do shit. But if they're having an effect, that's wonderful. They're the ones you should be saying. Hi, Lozzie Loza. Hi, Heidi. Hello, all. Just to say, I started reading Never Got a Collection over the bank holiday. It really solidifies everything Loz says. It makes you feel so powerful. I highly recommend. Oh, wonderful, darling. I don't have that actual copy. I've only got the really old Neville reader down here on the floor that is out of print. I must get that one. What to do if I'm insecure about my SP's friends? Why are you feeling insecure about them? They'll take him away. They'll influence him. There's girls in that group. You might like them. It's all about you feeling not chosen. Okay, and if the unwanted version of my SP and my 3D, well, that's attached to that. So he's got unwanted friends and he's turning up the wrong way. You've got to see them differently. You've got to have a really strong story that's favorable. Any old unfavorable thoughts about them, guys, you've got to get rid of it. I'm telling you right now, stuff has happened in my 3D in the last day that I thought I got rid of the story. I did something in the 3D and the story just blew up in my face because I still held the story. And it was not a good story. And it just showed up right in front of my face like I'd written a script. This is the story. Here it is right in front of your face. Oh, fuck. The unfavorable story. That's what will happen. Hi, Loz. I recently got SP back. Yay! But I slipped and got slapped with affirming. Dumb. Don't worry. Third party is one of his female friends that he made while we were broken up. I created her, and it's obvious she likes him. Doesn't matter if she likes him. I've been really good with ignoring the 3D, but last night when I saw they were hanging out, I got so triggered and let it out how much I hated her. I also called him prior, knowing they were hanging out, and apparently she saw my name come up and became quiet. She now won't talk to him. I've been affirming her banishment and see this is working, but now SP is sad he's losing a friend. I've got Mac on the horse self-concept, but any advice on this? Just stop seeing the bitch as a threat, darling. Have you ever been in a situation where you really like someone but they don't like you? Just because you like them doesn't mean they like you. That bitch has got a story. He's above me. I really like him. That girl's a threat to me. Do you honestly think she's going to get him? No. Have you guys ever been in situations like that, whether you like them, they don't like you back? That's all that situation is. So just be up on your pedestal, darling. He's chosen me, bitch, and you are no threat to me because I'm the chosen one. You can be friends with him all you like. He wants me. He only wants me. You are just a friend. And the fact that he feels he's lost a friend proves to you she's just a friend. So stop seeing her as a threat, darling, and build yourself up, please. I'm having an off day and feel lost. Hang on. Oh, God, that really jumped. Hang on. My mind has been going everywhere when it comes to SP, all things I know I shouldn't think. Like no movement, said he's doing great things without me. Bright side, he looks like he's finally showered and scared he won't come back. I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing, consciously manifest. What I do want and not. Where do I start from again? I know I'm being hard on myself, but I feel stupid because I've made it so far. Now I'm lost. Guys, go to the end. What is it you want? You want him and you together, don't you? Think of the story that makes that seem feasible. He loves me. He wants me. I'm the only one for him. Don't think about the how. Just go to the end. And every thought you would have about that situation. That's what you need to do, darling. You're worried about the how, what's going on with him now, looking at 3D. He showered, he hasn't showered, he looks good, he doesn't look good. Why are you looking at 3D? Doesn't matter what's happening in 3D. It's a direct reflection of your shitty thinking. So you've got a whole lot of shitty thinking. Oh, I thought too much good stuff about him. Now he's showing up better. Now he's showered. Now he might find someone else. 3D, 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 3D. Stop looking at it. Go to the end. Go to the end. Go to the end. I can't say it enough. Hi, Nat. Things are going well with SP2. When I'm having silly thoughts, I just list all the positives, like all the time we spent together with the kids. And so, of course, he wants to be my boyfriend. Is this okay? That's great, darling. Wonderful. Excellent. So much great self-concept affirmations in video 176 replay. Have to watch it again with a pen. Oh, really? 176 replays got great self-concept affirmations. I must go back and read it, listen to it so I can write them down. Thank you for everything that you do. You're welcome, darling. Hi, Tabitha. Got you live. Manifested another half day off. Oh, Brianna. Good morning, Lois. Oh, how I love you to say, oh, darling. You're a queen, Lois, and you know it. Oh, thank you. Do I? Sometimes I don't, Red Berries. So I just remind myself. I agree that people get blocked because they are so triggered by them. That's why I block people. Exactly. So you only get triggered, darling, like by anyone if you really care about what they're saying or what they're doing. Like the bitches get triggered on my comments are only getting triggered because I'm holding a mirror to them. If they didn't care, they wouldn't be triggered. They wouldn't be even triggered enough to block or triggered enough to make the comment. You trigger them. Give that good meaning that you trigger them. You trigger love in them. You trigger feelings in them. You're triggering feelings. They block. Good. Be triggered then, you stupid asshole, because I'm triggering feelings in you because you feel so much for me. That's why you're fucking blocking me, because you feel so much. Ha! That means you feel so much for me. Now I'm just imagining that the things you're feeling are love, not hate. Okay? They feel so much, guys. That's why they get triggered. That's why they block, because they're feeling so much. Got it? Think about when you block people or you've got triggered. It's because you're feeling so much. Your feelings are taking over and you're taking action because you're feeling so much. To change those feelings that you think they're feeling to good feelings. The way I look at someone blocking you is someone that they're obsessed with you because someone that does not care wouldn't block you. Exactly. They must be fucking obsessed to go so far as to block you. They care that much. Ha! Yes, good meaning. Love that. Hi, Loz. I'm so happy. Thank you. Best Easter weekend. I still listen to your sleep tapes every night. Oh, what a Anna. I love your story in the Facebook group, darling. Going ham on subconcept. I'm probably overreacting, lol, but SP is kind of quiet and I get triggered. Jump on subconcept. Am I doing something wrong? I text, but not try to overtext. Well, then stop fucking texting for a while, Marie, and just work on you. You're doing great, darling. Don't beat yourself up. That's the old I beat myself up shit coming and rearing its ugly head. I did that this morning. Lois, is it still fine while revising, even though feeling anxious yet still persisting? Lois, is it still fine while revising, even though feeling anxious? Yes, guys, sometimes when you're feeling anxious, that's the time you need to revise. It's the time you need to affirm when you're feeling that way. Take blocking as a good thing. I'm currently blocked by an SP. Exactly. Morning, Lois from Northern Ireland. Oh, wonderful. Good morning. Oh, hi, Denise. Such good meaning you gave to being blocked. Guys, give it excellent meaning. Why would you even go to the effort of blocking someone unless you really cared? Unless you really fucking cared. Like, I've never blocked my ex, and he rings me on this old phone of mine, right? But I've never bothered to block him. I don't care enough to block him. I just don't answer. But one day I'll probably answer. I don't care enough, right? If I really cared about that guy trying to get hold of me, I'd block him. I'd be like, you're out of my life. I'm annoyed at you. You rile up something in me. You block. But I don't care enough to block him. He can ring me all he likes on this phone. I don't care. I'm not triggered by him, right? Yes, I give a good meaning about my ex-husband has me blocked. Haha, he admitted he hated seeing what I did on Facebook. Really, Nat? It's good when they tell you why. Then you're like, oh, you did it because you cared. Think about it. If they're in love with you and you're on TikTok, or they're in love with you and you've got a YouTube channel, or they're in love with you and you're on Facebook, and they see hot pictures of you, or you popping up, or you commenting, they don't want to see it. On WhatsApp, and they see you typing, they don't want to be triggered. Block. Well, hi, Loz. I've applied for a few vacancies but heard nothing. Would you please be so kind to help me what I can affirm, please? Vacancies is in the job? Well, just imagine you've got the job. Don't think of it as vacancies. Think of it as position filled by you. I love my job at blah. It was so easy for me to get. Imagine you have it already, darling. Go to the end. I removed my SP off socials and now I get paranoid that I look like a psycho. Lol, I regret it so bad. Don't worry, guys. But it showed you cared. Didn't you care? That's why you did it. So go and add them back if you feel like that was a bit extreme. Go and add them back. What does it matter? You can do anything you want, guys. It's your reality. Hi, Loz. I've been affirming that I'm friends with my SP's cousin and we've been talking a lot recently. Oh, what are we doing? Happy to catch you live. Much love from Romania. Oh, thoughts on Dylan James? I just think he talks about feelings too much, guys. Feeling states. Hi, Loz. I'm in a third-party situation and my SP told me he doesn't want to lead me on or hurt me. Am I doing something wrong in manifesting him? Or you're still thinking the third party is a problem? You're still thinking you're in the situation? Why are you seeing a situationship with her in it? You're focusing on her, seeing her there. So she'll stay there until you stop focusing on her. To even say you're in a third party situation, you're acknowledging the bitch. Stop acknowledging her. See you and your SP together and banish her from your mind as much as you can. Go and do my third-party sleep tape. But how do you deal with physical cravings when in no contact and only want that from the SP is something natural and not really controllable? Yes, it is. It's your thinking that's causing cravings. I'm hungry. That's a thought that makes me hungry. My brain has to trigger my stomach to make me feel hungry, so my stomach juices start to churn, so that I then get the impetus to eat, right? Any craving you have for talking to them, needing to hear their voice, needing to talk to them, needing reassurance, needing validation is from your thinking. Change your fucking thinking. Your thinking comes first. Well, you once said a tarot reading said you would do a job healing people or something, and now you are healing people. Does that mean you believe the tarot reading? I don't know if those people saying those things were talking to my relative, like dead, were mediums. I have a feeling the first girl who said it to me was a medium. And so it's like if you want to talk about guides or spirit or something, like jump forward ahead and knew what I was going to be doing. I think it was almost that. And they weren't tarot. They were both just psychics, right? None of them had tarot in front of them. They were psychics. And the first one was, I think, a psychic medium. Actually, I think the second one was a psychic medium that my old SP saw. But anyway, either way, maybe I did start to believe them. But when they first said it, I just couldn't understand how it would be possible. It wasn't something I'm like, yes, that's what I want to do. It wasn't something I wanted to do. So maybe I was believing them, but I don't believe I would have done that on purpose. Thanks, Oz. Beautiful answer. I need to hear. Actually, his block was very quick, and last face to face means he was in tears and looked at me with sadness, guilt. Makes so much sense. Yeah. Think about the last time you saw them and how upset they were. Like if I think about the last time I saw my old SP and we split up, he was in tears. Like I wasn't happy. So any interaction after that wasn't good, I've got to think he loved me. He was upset. He didn't want to break up. Otherwise, why was he crying? Loz, is it still fun while revising? I saw that one. Don't repeat it, guys. Loz, I found a new apartment after moving in. It's the apartment from hell. How can I move to a new place without money? Oh, no, darling. Well, start saying it's not the apartment from hell. You're affirming that. And every time you think, oh, it's loud in here, the neighbours are noisy, the taps don't work, you're reaffirming all the shit going wrong with it. So stop saying that and just imagine you've got a new apartment or that one's great. Oh, the two, stop saying it's the apartment from hell. My ex-husband chose drinking over myself and my son. I find it hard to get the not chosen thoughts out of my head. I've been working hard on self-concept that I'm chosen. It's that little voice that keeps saying no. Oh, I saw your question, Pamela, in the Q&A forum, and people were trying to answer you. Right, so you've got to understand that you got in that situation with the person who wouldn't choose you in the first place, even if they weren't an alcoholic when you first met them. Okay, so trust me when I say I have a lot of friends who were addicts who aren't addicts anymore. An old boyfriend, an old best friend, an old roommate, and two old roommates. They're not alcoholics anymore, and one of them was a drug user. They're not anymore. People change. It's possible. You've got to see him as changed, but you're not seeing him as changed. You're not seeing it as possible. And then you're tying the way he's treating you guys to your not chosen thoughts about yourself. So you've got to think you and your son are chosen, because at the moment you're lumping your son in with he's not chosen either. And you've got to see your spouse, your ex-spouse, is completely changed and transformed. You're not doing either. So until you do that, he won't change. He's only reflecting you. I'm not chosen. You don't choose us. You choose alcohol over us. The way you wrote the question, you literally wrote, he's chosen a bottle of vodka over us. That's your assumption. So it's going to remain true until you stop thinking that. No, he hasn't chosen a bottle of vodka over us. He's got issues he's dealing with, and this is his way to cope. And now he's found a new way to cope, and he's wonderful now, and he's mentally thriving, and he copes so well with life. He doesn't need that bottle of vodka anymore. That's the old him. He's the new him, and he's the best father and the best co-parent I could ever ask for. That bottle of vodka has been completely thrown away, and now we are his chosen people. We're his choice. He copes with us. He copes together with us. He copes so well with life. You're still seeing the old story, unfortunately. If you even to write that, he has chosen, so you're still perpetuating the story. So he won't change until you change that thought, until you feel chosen as well inside yourself. And unfortunately, you're making your son not be chosen by him as well, which is very unfortunate. So you've got a real job on your hands, darling. Got to change that shit. Oh, hang on. Where did I get to? This has really jumped. Sorry, guys. This has jumped massively. Is purge a real thing? Can be going amazing and then crying a lot. Thanks for all the uploads over the weekend. Look, guys, purging as in negative things showing up, yes, but also purging out all your old thoughts, yes, because you're letting go of all your old thinking. And sometimes it's a real crying moment. Like I remember one time I had a real realization about something in life, and I remember crying so hard that I thought I was going to like choke because I was like the tears and the sobbing noise that was coming out of my body was so extreme. Right? Sometimes you've just got to let it all out, guys, and you have to do that to get rid of it, like a big vomit. So give it good meaning. Good morning, Loz. Over the weekend, my SP was bringing me into the past. I rewrote, and he said, "This is how we would kiss if we had met you out in a nightclub. Self-concept is a marvelous thing." Oh, wonderful, darling. So I had a very cute guy come up and ask me for my number. My mum freaked out, made a whole scene, and made him leave. Oh no! We talked. She apologized. I'd never seen this guy before. Didn't get his name. I'm 19 and I've been detached from my mum for a very long time. Don't hate her, but not concerned about the relationship with her. How can I manifest this guy back? I don't think he's from my town. Oh no, darling. I don't hate her, but I know I'm concerned about the relationship with her. Well, just imagine she approves of you. She lets you do what you want. She doesn't control you anymore. She doesn't think poorly of you. She lets you do whatever you want. That and imagine you and that guy together. So see you in a relationship with that guy, and you and your mum have an excellent relationship where she doesn't control you and isn't doing anything where she interferes. Don't have any other thinking. Is it normal to naturally stop thinking of my desire? Yes, if you feel you've already got it, yes. So happy to catch a live. Oh, darling. I affirmed that SP always wears the necklace I gave him. I noticed he was wearing it. I didn't mention anything to him about the necklace. He even gave me a tight hug before leaving. Oh, wonderful colour. Loz asks, Master at Manifesting, please don't keep repeating the question. Hi, Loz. I'm so happy I'm catching this live. Oh, Loz, why do I keep thinking of scenarios of circumstances that would completely stop my manifestation from happening? Is this my subconscious trying to protect me? Yes. And also it's just your old thoughts that things fuck up. This might go wrong. Have you got a real worst case scenario thinking where you used to always go to the negative to protect yourself? Hi, Loz. My SP has always sent me wishes for holidays. In no contact for several months. He had a chance and nothing happened. I've been working on my self-concept for a year. Manifesting, please say something. Right, guys, if you care about Easter that much, sometimes you'll care about Easter or Christmas or your birthday, and then it won't happen because you cared about it so fucking much. You're putting great weight on the holiday. Why? It's just a holiday. If you were together by next year, does it matter if he didn't text you over Easter? Who cares? It's just a day. Stop caring so much about it and see you and them together. It's just a day, guys. Like Prince says, you shouldn't have any other birthdays because there's only one day where you were birthed. So what are all the other birthdays? They're not birthdays, they're just days. Remembering your birthday. They're not birthdays. There's only one birthday. So why do we care so much about it? It's kind of silly. Should be called a birth celebration day, not a birthday. You understand? Stop caring so much about it. Start seeing you and them together, and you won't care about those days. One of two, morning, Loz. So myself on a dating site, and I hit with a lovely man. We have spoken and been quite flirty most of last week. It went a bit quieter over the weekend, but I gave it good meaning. I've hardly thought of my SP, which is great. The new man said he just wants company for the time being. I had to see where it goes. I kept affirming that he will see me hopefully this week and will want to get to know me even more. You decide he wants to get to know you even more. Guys, you are the only thinker in your reality. You think the thoughts you want him to think. He can't wait to see me again. He wants a whole friendship. He doesn't want a friendship with me. He doesn't want to take it slow. He wants me to be the whole girlfriend. He can't wait to spend time with me. He spends time with me all the time. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've been hard on myself and still feeling like I'm off the high horse. I don't know how to get back on. Why? Well, stop beating yourself up, guys. A lot of you have got my syndrome, which is I do things wrong. I beat myself up. Stop doing that, please. Hi, Loz. Glad to catch you live. SP's back texting sporadically about random shite. Any affirmation suggestion for progression? Well, stop saying he's sporadic and stop saying it's random shit. He's always texting me exactly what I want to hear. He's always sending me lovely texts. He contacts me every day. Stop saying that story. Also, Loz, my affirmations don't make me sad, cry, or emotional. My 3D hasn't been confirming, and it's been months. I know I shouldn't be looking at the time, but am I doing something wrong? No, guys, it doesn't have to make you emotional. It just helps sometimes to show you that they're the ones you need to be saying because they make you feel really emotional, okay? But they don't have to. But also assess, are you saying the right ones, Ellie? But also you could be saying them for a really long time so they don't affect you anymore, okay? Hi, Loz, been away for a week and haven't called live in a while. Oh, okay, again. I saw that one. How to be sure which self-confidence affirmations are best for you? Well, do they sound like they're best for you? Do they affect you? Do they make you feel sick in the stomach or emotional or sad or, oh, well, that's true? Do they back up anything you think right now? Like, think about action you're about to take and why you're about to take it with your SP. What's the self-concept behind that? Oh, I have to do this because I do things wrong. I have to fix this because I do things wrong. Where am I getting that from? Oh, I feel wrong. I feel like there's something wrong with me. So I do things wrong. So I have to fix things. So everything's my fault. Right? Which is my thinking at the moment. I did something. I thought I upset someone. I thought I had to fix it. And if I really assess why I thought I had to fix it, it's because I feel like I do things wrong. Now, why do I feel like I do things wrong? Because I'm wrong. Because my deep self-concept core issue is I'm wrong and something wrong with me. So it always goes back to, why am I doing the thing I'm doing? Why am I thinking the thing I'm thinking? Because I feel this way about myself. That's how you know. Backtrack. Connect the dots, guys. Had a real realization about that today, about myself. Hang on. I feel like I need a reminder of what it looks like to go to the end. What would imply your wish has been fulfilled? What would it look like? If you wanted a baby with your SP, imagine them lying in bed with your baby on their chest looking at you. There's your baby. You know what I mean? A scene that would imply your wish is true. It's happened. I'm trying to simplify manifesting and using the I'm in Barbados idea when my mind is racing by simply just saying I am his girlfriend. Exactly, guys. It's that simple. I barely think of SP1. Aussie SP being distant dry, but I don't even care. I have a new potential SP who's been calling me a queen. He's someone I manifested. He's exactly what I wrote down, just like SP1. Oh, I don't know. Do I have to change my story about SP even if I'm mainly focusing on self-concept and manifest them back? I have a hard time revising without revisiting the 3D circumstances that happened back in January. We don't have to revise it, but I would like you to change the story, because if you don't change the story of them will still show up, unfortunately. Can you give the same meaning to being deleted as being blocked? Yes, darling. Exactly. Exactly the same. Because I've been working on self-concept and SP affirmations. I did a tarot reading because I wanted to see if it's working, and she said exactly what I was affirming. Good sign. Yes, darling. Absolutely. I've only ever blocked someone who was a socio, and I've wanted to disconnect. I have friended, but that's rare too. Even some people I want to let go of, I just stop paying attention to their page. On the bright side, I'm finally going to mail you something soon. Oh, Heidi, you don't need to do that, darling. Thank you. I feel like my affirmations are evolving, been affirming I'm lovable, and had a lot of friends messaging me randomly, which was so nice. And my mind goes, oh, I'm showered with love. Boom, new affirmation. That's lovely. I've also had a lot of people come back from the past apologizing and wanting to be in my good graces. Birds for land? Absolutely. Absolutely. Mike said, I mean so much to him, and he has never loved anyone like me. Oh, but at the same time, he said he does not want a relationship with me. I don't even affirm for him because I only focus on self-concept. Don't worry, darling, that's just the old them playing out. Did you ever think they weren't the relationship type or they didn't want you? Well, there you go. Just see you and them together. If I want to disconnect, I have unfriended instead, yes. I hooked up with a friend of mine, and now I feel really guilty about it because I feel like I cheated on my SP, and I feel like I have to tell him, don't worry about that, darling. You can do whatever you want in your reality. You can give whatever meaning you want. That it will just make him love you more, that he won't be upset, that he doesn't care whatever you do, that you can keep secrets and it's fine. It's your meaning you're giving it. Stop giving it mad meaning. Stop feeling guilty. I've had so many random people compliment me and repeat affirmations. I had someone say, you are ethereal, which is one of my affirmations. I'm in full God mode. Oh my God, ethereal, what a word to use. That is definitely your affirmation. That's such an obscure word. So you know that was you. Even though we're not officially back together in the 3D, but I know he would be disgusted. What can I affirm or what belief can I work on? That he won't care. He doesn't care. He just loves me. Part 2, and plus, aren't you not together? So it doesn't fucking matter, darling. It's not, you're on a break like Ross and Rachel. It doesn't matter. Part 2, but had previously said he's not ready for a relationship. I'm older, live an hour away, and have 3 children. Okay, well, what does that matter, Rebecca? Think this may scare him. No, that's your thinking. He wants marriage and kids, but I may not be able to do this. Well, then you're fucked, darling. If your story is, I have 3 children, I live an hour away, and I'm older than him, they're all your reasons and your obstacles why it won't work out. So until you stop thinking that won't work out, because of that, it won't work out. I'm sorry. That's your thinking, Rebecca. He's saying he doesn't give a shit. You think he gives a shit, so therefore he'll give a shit. How do you know he wants marriage and kids? Lots of guys don't. Maybe he'd be happy to marry you and just be with your kids. How do you know? You don't, because you've got a whole fucking shitty story. Get rid of it. Hi, Loz. I've been working on self-concept. I'm in no contact with SP. We were friends with benefits, but I ended it. Sometimes I wonder how things will happen. It makes it hard to persist. I ended because he didn't want to commit. Okay, Rachel. Well, he's not committing to you because you don't feel like the girlfriend. Guys, if you're in friends with benefits situation, you can't make them commit, but the only thing you can do is make yourself think differently about yourself, and then he'll reflect that. He's just reflecting it. So you can break it off all you like, but he's not committing to you because you don't feel he loves you. So he won't commit until you change that thinking, until you change your self-concept that you're lovable. So, darling, unfortunately, you're causing the whole thing and then taking it out on him by breaking up with him. Let's change your thinking. Agreed. I keep getting in my own head when I script. I feel better. Also, I should firm my own head. Yes. Part 3, meeting him in person to talk. Should I be honest about what I want relationship? Or that makes seem needy? Darling, you can say all you want everything you want out loud, and it won't make any difference because what you're thinking is there's an obstacle. I'm too old. I've got kids. He doesn't want marriage. He wants marriage, and I'm not the marrying kind because I've already had kids, and he won't want someone with kids. So you can say, this is what I want, and he'll just go, oh, I don't know, you've already got kids. I don't want someone with kids. And he'll reflect back to you your obstacles in your mind. So, darling, don't talk to him about it because until you change that shitty thinking you've got of all the obstacles, you'll just get obstacles out of his mouth. Trust me. Go and try it and then get back to me, and he'll repeat back to you exactly all those obstacles. I'm not ready yet. Let's just keep it cash. I don't want a full-blown relationship or whatever it is. It'll reflect your thinking of obstacles. Could you help me, please? My mum was an alcoholic and often threatened to leave and then left when I was a child and died when I was 13. Oh, Rebecca, because of her childhood, she never believed that she was loved. I think you are wonderful. Thank you so much for helping us. Oh, darling. So, Rebecca, what's the actual question? Could you help me, please? My mum was an alcoholic and often threatened to leave and then left when I was a child and died when I was 13 because of her childhood. She never believed she was loved. Okay, Rebecca, so if that happened to you, you would feel constantly like someone's going to reject you. You would anticipate rejection and not being chosen and not being prioritized because of alcoholism. So when someone chooses alcohol over you as a little child, you'll always feel like, aren't I enough for you? Don't you want to spend time with me? Why is that thing more important than me? Right? Which will make you have the self-concept of I'm not enough. I'm not enough for you. I'm not the priority, right? That's the first thing. Then the threatening to leave and then actually leaving. Then you've got the double whammy of actual abandonment on top of that because you were technically abandoned. Then you've got the even more abandonment of her dying, right? So you've got rejection and abandonment going on. I'm not prioritized. I'm not good enough to get love. And then you'll leave. So now you've got to say, no one will dare leave me. That's what happened to me, but it doesn't define me. That was really fucked up, and that was because of my mum's issues. And unfortunately, because she never felt loved, that has nothing to do with me. And the way she treated me had nothing to do with me. It was just her stuff. And unfortunately, that affected me, but it's not going to affect me anymore. That's the old me. That's the old Rebecca. The new Rebecca gets love, and people stay in her reality. And she knows she never gets rejected by them because they love her. And they see all the qualities in her that her mum never saw because of her own issues. Okay, or couldn't express because of her own issues. I know my mum loved me. She just had a funny way of showing it. I know my mum had her own issues, and unfortunately they affected me, but I'm not letting this affect me anymore. I'm the new Rebecca. And the new Rebecca is loved and wanted, and people stick around in her reality, and people always stay. Those things don't. You can watch this back afterwards, okay? I'm not a fan of yelling/fussing, but when you do it, I feel like it resonates better and I actually enjoy it. What is that about? I don't know, Charlie. Lots of people enjoy it. I have no idea why. Morning, Loz. I think maybe I'm just getting through people's skulls. What if I had only positive thoughts, were thankful, but he literally just left? Can I do something? Lol, I miss him. Were thankful, but he literally just left. No, guys, a lot of you are getting this mistaken with law of attraction stuff where I thought positively and I was grateful. Well, that doesn't mean anything. You can say positive thoughts about your relationship and be grateful all you like, but what's your childhood shit running the show? There's a tape running in the back of your mind. I'm grateful you're here. I'm so positive. This relationship's going so well. Going so well. And your brain's going, Tammy, remember your dad left when you were a kid? Every man leaves. They all leave. Watch, this guy will leave. Any minute now, you're going to fuck it up and he's going to leave. And then he leaves. And you've been trying to be positive, but you didn't realize what the tape was that was running. This is the tape. This is what wins. This always wins. What happened in your childhood that affects you now, and you think subconsciously, that's running the show. You can think positive thoughts about your relationship all you like, but if you haven't fixed the tape and taken it out and put in a new tape, you're fucked. Go and watch my Manifest a Specific Person playlist, darling, because you're a little lost because you've been watching some idiots telling you to be grateful. My environment always puts women down for having premarital sex or having multiple partners in life. What beliefs could I have to manifest this in my reality? Well, that's why you feel bad about being with the person, darling. That's why you feel this guilt. Get rid of that guilt. Doesn't matter what my society thinks. No one ever judges me. Say that. And you're just believing the societal norms that have been set up for you, darling, so you're feeling guilty. Stop that. So no one judges me in my reality anymore. Can we revise only with an affirmation? My relationship's always been perfect. Everything always works out for me. You can say always. I've never been sick. I've never been broken up with. I think you're wonderful. Thank you so much for helping us. Oh, Rebecca, you're welcome. Thank you, Loz. I do appreciate you. You're the best. Oh, guys. Thank you, Madeline. I can't add him back because he told me he wanted space and still no contact in 3D. Well, don't worry, darling. Just imagine you're together. Don't worry about the current separation in the 3D. There is no separation. You're telepathically sending thoughts to them. I feel so good. I keep affirming my self-concept of knowing how amazing I am, and now everyone is reflecting that back to me, persisting with my SP. Wonderful, darling. Well, SP2 comes over today, and guess what? I woke up today having cold sore. What the fuck, please? Oh, no, darling. Just imagine it's gone away. I don't get any of those things. I don't get things on my face. They just instantly go away. My cells renew themselves. He thinks I look so pretty when he sees me. Just imagine it away, darling. I've managed my negative thoughts. However, recently I've been having new bad thoughts in a conversation that I've never had before, assuming these are the last few bad thoughts. I always switch and affirm. I've had negative thoughts. However, recently I've been having bad thoughts in a conversation that I've never had before, assuming these are the last few bad thoughts. Good. Yeah. Assume they're the last ones. They're just purging out. Say that. Yes. Thank you. I compare myself to someone I don't even know. It's amazing how your mind can make up such elaborate stories. It's so fucking annoying. I know, darling. It really is. Oh my God, that's terrible. Hope you feel strong. Yes, Rebecca. Hey, Loz, how can we get better at believing in our inner conversations? You can't really force it, darling. You just say them. You can't force belief, unfortunately. No, don't affirm that he would be disgusted. Just affirm he doesn't look or ask or find out anything. Yes, and don't feel guilty. That's tied to your societal stuff, darling. Hey, Loz, been listening to my own sleep affirmations. Wonderful. Every night for a week and have seen so many birds fly around. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. AEST's coming. Yes, I love that. A childhood trauma involving a sudden death resulting in feelings of abandonment, rejection, fear of loss of loved ones, etc. How would you suggest revising that specific event? Okay, so you can go back to before the event and imagine they didn't die and they're still around, if you can possibly do that. Or you can imagine that it didn't affect you the way it did and that you were able to spend time with them and you felt all right about it. Okay, or you just don't fear that anyone's going to leave you anymore. You're the new you and that doesn't happen to you. Be very careful when you go back to traumatic events, guys. Don't re-traumatize yourself. Hello, Loz. I'll ask you. Oh, shit. Where's it gone? I'll ask you about revision again. Should I revise it if I only feel anxious, or can I revise it all day throughout most of the time and revise story felt natural? Feel anxious, or can I revise it all day, although most of the time the revised story felt natural? Why are you panicking so much about the revision? If you only need to re-revise it when it feels like it's still happening, it still happened. If you feel natural about it and you feel like the new story is what happened, then don't revise it again. Hi, Loz. Since finding you, I realized I've manifested a relationship breakup, reconciliation, and second breakup. I'm aware I've been working on self-concept and affirmations for SP and having lots of movement. Oh, wonderful. We're still friends as well, but now she told me she likes someone else. What can I do more than what I'm already doing? Is my my 3D lagging? Yes, 3D definitely lagging, but do you believe that she loves you? Guys, if you can believe nothing else but that they love you, that's the thing you've got to believe the most. Sounds like you don't believe that. Sounds like you're not affirming that enough. That she wants you and no one else because she loves you. Things I've scripted for in my journal with SP1. Some has happened with SP2. Would this be birds for Lady? Yes. Would still love to connect with SP1 again. Oh, darling, look, just decide you will. Everyone I love always stays with me. Everyone I love always stays with me is an affirmation I've used for the abandoned one. That's wonderful. Everyone I love always stays with me. That's lovely. Everyone I love always stays with me. That's beautiful. Why was I so dyslexic that I couldn't read that? When I go out and have fear of running into my SP, I say, it'll be okay because he'll reflect the new me and he loves me. It'll be Bridget V events. Yes, that's wonderful, darling. That's really good. Yes, that's great, Hardy. Thank you so much, Loz. Your reply made me cry. It's exactly how I feel. Oh, Rebecca, my teenage daughter left to live with her dad for a year, rebuilding our relationship. So you will assume that your daughter will leave as well. Because I'm wrong and something's wrong with me, my daughter will leave too, and then she will. That's what happened. So when you start saying, she loves me, of course she loves me, everyone in my reality stays, everyone I love. What was that beautiful affirmation? Everyone I love always stays with me. 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 Say that over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and over again, darling. That's beautiful. Everyone I love always stays with me. That's lovely. I love that. So if the person is selfish, is it me still manifesting like that? I mean, he himself knows he is. Darling, you could be a chronic overgiver and people pleaser, so you've attracted in someone like that because it literally reflects your thought of, I need to constantly do things for other people, otherwise they won't love me. So you've attracted in someone who's a taker because you're an overgiver, first of all. Secondly, if you hold the story that he's selfish, even if he said it, yes, he'll perpetuate that story. Yes. So stop thinking that and stop overgiving and people pleasing. Since I ended things to work on my subconcept, we're in no contact. I've been trying to live in the end by thinking about us as a couple. Will this make him come back to me? I'm still new to this. Yes, darling, but you've also got to really work on the self-concept more than anything. But you've got to decide you and him are together and only see you and him together. Banish the 3D from your mind. Thanks, Loz. You're amazing. Welcome, darling. Hi, Loz. How can I manifest good grades on exams on a time crunch? I'm writing them next week and kind of nervous because I'm writing them on my second foreign language. Don't worry, darling. Don't see the language as a problem. Even though it's a second language, I ace these exams. I ace these exams. I do better than the native speakers. Imagine it's finished, you've got the grades and you succeeded. Okay, I'm an A grade student. Love that one. Yes, it was beautiful. Hey, Loz, are you still doing one-to-one? No, darling. No, look, it's very misleading, guys. The old lives that you're watching are like 6 months old, 9 months old, okay? And I was doing calls then. I will be doing calls soon, but it will be when the self-concept course comes out and you'll know all about it. Okay, I'm sorry, it's so misleading. Hi, Loz, I made an USP that's so much better, and we had so much fun together, deep conversation, etc. But I have this thought that he is friends of my friends and they would have something against this. Why are you thinking that, darling? He just got out of a relationship and he told everyone he's not looking for anything serious. What affirmations techniques would you recommend? Can I focus on my old SP and new one at once? Yes, darling, it makes no difference. You can have both, okay? Just imagine both of them love you, and imagine your friends don't care and your friends have got nothing to do with it and they don't interfere and no one cares. And he wants a relationship, okay? I think affirmations feel stronger sometimes than I am. I want to go with SP to Turkey and meet his family. Why does his aunt like me so much? Yes, use affirmations, darling, if you really want to. Use them. He just got out of a relationship and he told everyone, I saw the one. You're right. I feel uncomfortable when people talk to me, etc., like I'm not worthy of their time, like they're above me, I am less than. Well, stop that, Rebecca. I worry that people leave me, I'm not good enough. Okay, you've really got to work on your self-concept of I am always chosen because I'm more than good enough. I never do things wrong. People love me. They love every little thing about me. They love to be around me. They love to stay around me. I'm everyone's favorite person. I put myself on the pedestal and everyone loves having me up there and everyone treats me like a queen. Can we over-affirm? I affirm hourly, 22 self-concept, 13 SP. I read the story before bed also. Look, guys, if it's changing your thinking, I really don't care how much you're doing it, so long as you're not doing it like LOA, like 55 by 5 and writing it down a million times or thinking it like a robot. Hi, Loz. My friend said since she's been, Candace, what's this? Hang on. Since she's been working on self-concept, she's seeing a side to her boyfriend she didn't see before. He's getting on her nerves and argumentative. Is this normal when working on self-concept? Well, sometimes you might start feeling like you deserve better than the person you're with. It can happen. Before you're making amends, you were seeing only the best in them. You were overgiving and people-pleasing. And now that you don't do that anymore, you might see a side to them you don't like because you've leveled up and you see their bad qualities that weren't so great from the beginning. Could be that. Could also be that she's got a story that when she changes, he don't like it. He won't like it and he'll argue with her and he doesn't like the new her. Sometimes you've got that story. I know I had that story about my friends that when I went through therapy, they wouldn't like me being vulnerable and being the new Loz. And then my old best friend literally said, when the old Loz comes back, we can be friends again. And I had to write, she won't be coming back. You'll be waiting forever. But I had the story that she didn't like the new Loz. And she literally wrote that in a text. Yes, Loz, I was just saying that's me beating myself up. Old story popping in. I jumped to new story about him and asked maybe I should be looking at 3D too much. Yes, Marie, stop that. Not lovable, etc. I'm working on subconcept, but suffer with depression and feel suicidal a lot. I wake up every morning thinking I don't want to be here anymore. Rebecca, fucking stick with us, darling. Come to every single YouTube live. I want you to come on TikTok. Are you on TikTok? I'm on TikTok every day when I'm not on YouTube and not on Facebook. So come and join the Facebook group, the Subconscious Laws Facebook group. Make sure you answer the questions. Go and ask questions in the forum there, okay? Go and read all the success stories. Watch all the lives back. Go and watch all the lives back here and join the lives every day. I go live normally on TikTok every day at 9 p.m. EST or around that time. And around this time at like 7 p.m. Australian time, 10 a.m. UK. Put the notification bell on. Come and join us. Don't you dare have any of those fucking thoughts about yourself. You're the second person on my YouTube who said that in the last couple of weeks. And I want you to keep track with us. I want you to sign in. I want you to come and tell me you're here and say, it's Rebecca here, signing in, feeling great, or feeling shit, or feeling like I want to jump off a cliff today, but I'm here. Okay? I don't care what you're feeling. Just turn up. Because we've got a lovely supportive community in the Facebook group, darling. And there's lots of little WhatsApp groups. You can join Manifestation Buddies. They can help you. Go to the Manifestation Buddies thread, guys, if you want little buddies. You can start little messenger groups. You can start your own and get support during the day as well. Okay? Please. I've been there, Rebecca. I was suicidal years ago. I'm not anymore. Okay? If I can do it, you can do it. Loz, is it okay to agree with something in the 3D just so I don't look like a psycho? For example, SP still thinks he's going to get an arranged marriage and I just nod along. Even though I know it's not going to happen, but I just don't want to freak him out by saying my thoughts. Just smile and go, okay, just like, guys, you can do whatever you want. It's your meaning behind it. You can say, no, you're marrying me, you dumb bitch, or say, really, or whatever. It's your meaning behind it. Give a good meaning. What's this, Rebecca? My dad, who was my best friend, it's just gone, died when I was 30. Okay, well, that's another thing, darling. So come and find the supportive community in the Facebook group, darling. We can all be supporting you, okay? You've got to understand, most of my friendships I've made recently are through here, through my TikTok, and I've got more online friends, I think, than people in my reality at the moment because where I live, I haven't lived here for 20 years, right? So you can make online friends, okay, Rebecca? I do. Shall I affirm he misses me and wants me back, can't live without me, or shall I just imagine the end scene? Either way, darling. Whichever way works for you. Instead of affirming he just misses me, that shows I don't believe he's my boyfriend. Yes, you really got to go to the end of he's your boyfriend. Don't say misses, okay? It really triggers me when people aren't grateful and don't have manners. What does this reflect? What can I affirm? I overgive. People take from me. People don't respect me. I don't feel respected. I feel walked all over. I feel ignored. I feel not seen. I feel not heard. Where's it coming from? Being ignored as a child, being not given what you want as a child, not being listened to, not being heard, or just feeling like people take from you and you overgive. And then they're not appreciated. And then appreciative, and then you resent them. Stop overgiving, please. Rianne, Loz, you missed loads because someone kept repeating their question. You need up missing loads. Oh no, Rianne, did I? Oh fuck! If I go up, I'm gonna write them again, guys. If you hate your SP, that is a projection of your self-hatred. Now, if you hate your SP, you're not forgiving yourself for having caused what you hate them about, guys. My boyfriend is always opposite to me, or is disagreeing, or if I don't answer back, he keeps pushing for a disagreement. What does this reflect in me? I've been trying to work it out. Pushes for a disagreement. He doesn't agree with me. We're not on the same page. He doesn't support me. He doesn't listen to me. I get ignored. I get used by him. He doesn't respect me. What are the thoughts behind that, darling? Oh, you're welcome, Miss TJ Olia. Hi, guys. I know SP is on his way. I have new potential SP. I've been talking for 6 months, been reluctant to have first date as I'm feeling guilt with SP coming back with date is being planned. Don't worry about it, Gagan. He said I sounded hot and sexy when we spoke. Oh, what does affirmations consolidate better version of SP? Oh, that's not connected. Gagan, just decide to have a great date. Doesn't matter. You can manifest 2 people at the same time. What are some affirmations to consolidate better version of SP? Well, what are the affirmations that you want them to turn up as? He's so loving. He loves me. He's forgiven me for everything that happened. He's so forgiving, so loving, so open. He's there for me. He loves our relationship. He loves his life with me. What are affirmations that would be the better version of him? Hi, Loz. My SP unblocked me last week, which is wonderful, but seems cold and said he just wanted to clear the air. Would you please have any advice? We'll just affirm now that that's the old story, that he's warming up, that he loves you, that the reason he unblocked you is he wants to progress this and he wants to be in a full relationship with you. He's just playing hard to get. He's just got some residual shit that you thought about him before. That's all. Go to the end. 2 of my friends, oh, hang on, what's this? 2 of my friends are going for a manager's job. The one deserves it more than the other, but the other one is more in favor of getting it. Can I manifest the other one getting a job? Yes, darling. Just see the person you want with the job. Stop saying that other story about she will get it, the other one will get it. Hello, Loz. I started a new course to learn how to be a software engineer, and I'm struggling with it so much. Stop saying that, Sabrina. How do I manifest a better understanding of the material and ultimately a job, darling? I can understand this material so well. This is a breeze. I find this piss easy. I can understand this. Right? It's like another language for me that I completely was born saying. I was born speaking code, right? I understand this. I love being a coder. I love being a software engineer. I am a software engineer. I'm a masterful software engineer. Go right to the end of I am a masterful software engineer. Facebook group is the most wonderful community. Such a beautiful place to be. Ah, thank you, darling. It is, isn't it? Guys, the link is in the description here, but sometimes it doesn't work. So just type in subconscious laws in Facebook and you'll find it. Just make sure you answer the questions. Jade, Rebecca, I was feeling the same. Trust this group and laws. 3 weeks in, I'm feeling amazing. You will too. Sending big hugs. Oh, that's wonderful, Jade. Yes, it's true, guys. Stick with us, please. What are some good affirmations I can teach my 10-year-old daughter? I want her to have great self-concept because I feel like she's my inner child in the 3D and I want her to grow up to be confident and secure. I am so confident. Everyone loves me. I'm everyone's favorite person. Everyone's so kind to me. Everyone's so beautiful to me. Everyone loves me. I am so loved. I am so kind. Everyone's so beautiful to me. Anything like that would help her, darling. You can get her to say them too in the mirror every morning. Like affirmations with Scarlett. Go and look her up on TikTok. Haha, it's a hard life to be in LOA. Imagine doing 55 by 5. Accidentally did 55 by 56. Start all over again. Oh, no. Is that what you have to do? Start all over again? Or did 55 by 54 and manifestation never came because you miscalculated? Oh, my God. These stupid fucking rules. It's so dumb. What is the story behind 55 by 5? Why does it have to be 55 by 5 things? It's so dumb. Someone made up an arbitrary rule and everyone's following that arbitrary rule that someone said about 55 by 5. The only thing I can think where that's come from is in the Bible it says 70 times 7. So someone's just taken that, changed it to 5s, and decided it's a manifestation technique, and they've taken it from the Bible. And what 70 times 7 means is do it as many times as you have to do it, persist in the new thinking until it comes about. That's what 70 times 7 means. It's not an arbitrary number. It just means keep doing it until it's done. Some idiots taken that and run with it. Do you have any affirmations for when you're anxious about seeing your SP again? Would love to see him, but also makes me a bit anxious. I'm never anxious. He's nervous to see me. He's the nervous one. I've got my queen energy on. I've got my crown on. And he's nervous as fuck. I'm really affirming that I'm fearless and feel nothing in this world. I know that I fear nothing in this world. I know that I'm the cause of everything. I just need to use the power within me for my good. I had an argument with my subconscious. Good, darling. Argue with that fucker. It's a motherfucker sometimes. You argue with it. You decide to tell it, listen, I am telling you how to think now. I fucking run this shit. I'm the god of my reality. I'm my God self, and you're going to fucking listen to me. And nothing's showing up in my reality anymore that I don't fucking want because I'm running this shit. You shut up. You motherfucker. You've been running me for too long. Like I'm talking to myself here, guys, because some shit happened to me this morning, and I'm talking to me. Okay? Talk to yourself like that if it helps. Do you have any affirmation? Oh, we saw that one. Affirm, I'm a brilliant student. Yes, that's great. I have a friend whose father hit his mother and then divorced. What beliefs could this have given him? That men are violent, that relationships never work out, that people are always volatile. He might end up in volatile relationships or end up abused like Johnny Depp with Amber Heard because Johnny Depp's mother was abusive and he never hit back. Hang on, where am I? Rebecca, definitely calm. I lost my dad 9 weeks ago. Loz has helped so much with everything in my life. This group has been a lifesaver. Oh, Pamela, yes. Oh, darling. I feel living in my new story only, but find myself checking. I am unblocked yet a few times a day. Can't stop myself. So annoying. Sorry. Thank you so much, Loz. You are helping me so much. I truly appreciate your help. You truly are an angel in human clothing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, Rebecca, don't worry, darling. Listen, I'm not joking when I say 3 years ago I had to go to a psych ward to do therapy because I was suicidal, right? If I can do it, you can do it, okay? Right. I've got some bad acne a few days ago. So yesterday before going to sleep, I looked in the mirror and said how clean my skin was. This morning there was no acne, guys. Oh, my God, Ella, that's great. Listen, skin, you're fucking clean. Look how clean you are. That's great. Just wanted to say that you're amazing, Loz. I can tell how much you care about other people. The things you just told Rebecca were heartwarming. Oh, guys, look, I do care because I've been through this shit, okay? You've got to understand when I'm talking to you guys, I'm going through it as well sometimes. Sometimes I'm not telling you guys what's going on with me, but there's shit going on, so I understand, okay? SP and I had such a great time, but now things seem to be a little cold. Is it just him playing it? Yes, darling, and stop saying it's cold. Stop seeing it as cold. Stop reading it as cold. Thank you, everyone. I truly appreciate you. You're wonderful. I'm so glad I found you all. Oh, Rebecca, stick with us, please, darling. Wish I could finally manifest my SP as fast as I clean my skin. We've got an old story about the SP, darling. You don't know the old story about the skin. Part 1, my SP broke up with me because he said he doesn't want a relationship now and wants to play around. I was doing my subconcept and he came back, but I know he's still playing around. I told him the other night I wanted us not to see anyone else and get back, and he didn't respond. Every time I ask him now to do something, he says he's busy. I'm finding it so hard to not react when I know he's seeing other girls. Well, you're imagining he's seeing other girls, so he's not going to show up any different than the way you see him as, which is a player who wants to see other girls. Stop telling him what to do and start thinking what you want him to do. Start thinking what you want him to be. It's your thinking that matters, not the doing. You can have conversations with him all you like, darling. It won't make any difference because you're thinking of him as a fuckboy and a player, so he'll keep turning up that way, Mel. Go and watch all my Manifest Specific Person playlist, please. What to do to change thoughts of being lazy, no motivation, not driven. That's just you not believing in yourself, darling. I know my parents have said that I'm so laid back, I'm horizontal, I always leave last minute, I'm slow like my dad. You don't believe in yourself and you feel like, what's the point of doing this? It won't work out. I'll fuck it up. Were your parents really strict or critical and made you feel like you couldn't do things right, so you just didn't even try? I know I can say affirmations like I'm energetic, etc., but I actually need to force myself physically to get up in the morning, push myself to do things, etc. Is that LOA stuff? No, pushing yourself won't do anything, darling. That's 3D things, right? That's circumstance. I need to get out of bed to do this. Well, if you don't feel like you're going to be able to do it, if you don't feel good enough, if you don't feel lovable, like you can achieve things, like you're enough, that you do things right, you won't be able to do shit. It's the affirmations of feeling good enough and achieving and believing in yourself that will happen, that will work, that will make you get up in the morning. Making yourself get up in the morning won't make any difference. I'd rather you lie in bed and affirm and lay there all fucking morning affirming that you're great and you do everything right and you've got so much motivation because you're good enough and you're special and everyone loves you and there's nothing fucking wrong with you and you do everything right. Hi, Mario. For the person studying software engineering, make use of W3 schools and slides from American universities. Those really helped me in college. Oh, that's wonderful, darling. Did you hear that? You can read this back, darling. W3 schools and slides from American universities. Oh, there you go. Part 2, wanted us not to see any. I saw that one, Mel. Malibu Milk. Question for a friend. Is there anything like being too specific for your USP list? I said no, but she asked me to ask the guru her words. Look, I was really specific once, and I don't think I was specific enough. And then he turned up really specific, except was a narc. Right? Came with all the other qualities, but I forgot the treats me beautifully part. But he had all the other qualities. Be specific if you want. Otherwise, you can just be really general. Hi, Lois. Either way, they'll always reflect your self-concept. It doesn't matter what you scripted. They'll reflect your self-concept. You can script the most perfect man. He'll turn up, but if you don't feel chosen, he'll still choose his ex-wife like my old ex did, even though he wasn't really choosing his ex-wife. I had a story that he was, and that's why we broke up. But it was my story. But he was the most beautiful man, treated me beautifully, never didn't treat me well, never made me question his love for me, and yet I always thought he was in love with the ex, so that's why we split up. So I could have been specific as hell about him, but my old story fucked it. Your old story, your self-concept will fuck it every time, regardless of what you scripted. That's why your self-concept's so important. Hi, Loz. Any tips for living in the end when I see SP? We aren't together. I am living in the end, but I find it hard what to stay in the end when I see him because 3D hasn't caught up yet. Just ignore the 3D if you possibly can, or just accept it. Oh, well, here he is, and he's not showing up the way I want, but he will. He will. If you can't ignore it, accept it. See him right in front of your face as conformed, or not showing up yet, but he will. Part 2, I know I can say affirmations like I'm energetic. I saw that run, Rianne. Since finding you've been working on subconcept so much, but my husband is now pissing me off more than normal because I'm seeing things I didn't see before, and now he's hot and cold with me. What can I affirm? Still working on subconcept makes people like my posts and comment on my posts on Facebook more. Is it because I don't feel good enough and always checking who's liked it, or shall I affirm? Well, stop checking, darling. That's just you wanting validation or something. But if your husband's annoying you, it could be the story that you're so much better than him now, you're on the pedestal now, and you're seeing the qualities in him that weren't so great. Could be that, like I said before, or it's that you think he doesn't like the new you. See him as transformed. Sorry, Loz, repeating, you missed part of the convo. Oh, sorry, darling. These are really jumping, guys. Hang on. Julie and Jane look like the same. Jade look like the same person. I'm getting confused here. Hang on. Good morning, Loz. Oh, hang on. Elaine, still working on subconcept. I saw that one. Part 1, Julie. Loz, every time I manifest a little thing, like you said, like a copy, blue shoes, etc., even if I see the thing in 3D, my brain is like, no, it's exact shoes you wanted to, no, it's not the exact shoes you wanted to see. Well, your brain's an asshole. Part 2, brain just saying, it's just a coincidence to confirm my shitty self-concept. Is it happened to you too at first? It will say it's just a coincidence. Neville says that. People always go, oh, that would have happened anyway, or that's coincidence, because your brain doesn't want to believe it. It doesn't want you to think you're God, guys. It wants to run you. It's just your brain being an asshole. Your brain can be a see you next Tuesday sometimes. Just tell it off. Also, Loz, congrats on almost 10,000 subscribers here. Each day it goes up when I binge you. Oh, does it? Oh, good. Oh, great. That's wonderful. Thank you, Dom. I should have more, I guess. I just don't do enough original content, so I need to do more. I just haven't had the time. Good morning, Loz. Is there any tips on how to step into the shoes of a version of us that has everything and the new person we want to be, dating ourselves, etc., new habits, routines, and of course self-concept? Look, guys, I think just banishing any old thoughts of yourself is the most important thing. Anything that comes up in your mind about someone else, about a circumstance, about a situation, about a friendship, about a job situation, if it's tied to your old self-concept, you've got to think, why am I thinking this right now? What is this saying about me that I think about me? Right? So the example I made today was that I thought I had to fix something with someone because I thought I upset them. Now, why did I think I had to fix it? Because I feel like I do things wrong. Now, why do I think I do things wrong? Oh, because I feel wrong, because I feel like something's wrong with me, because I feel not good enough and there's something actually wrong with me. Right? So I'll constantly feel like I need to fix things or I upset people because there's something wrong with me. It's always tied to your self-concept, always. So try and investigate the steps backwards to your self-concept as to why you're thinking and doing the thing you're doing and thinking and saying and acting on. Right? Is that the question? I forgot what I was reading. And then when you identify those things, then you decide, well, that person, the new me, doesn't think that about herself anymore. And the new her wouldn't do those things that tie to that old self-concept because she's got the new self-concept. So she doesn't need to fix things and she doesn't need to apologize because she doesn't think she's wrong because there's nothing wrong with her. Got it? I'm going to put that in the self-concept course because I realized that is like a step-to-step process to backtrack why you're thinking what you're thinking about yourself, and I'll put it in the course as an activity because it really helped me today when I did it for myself. Yes, I think it's a repetition of those methods and hoping for self-concept to stick. Okay. My tarot keeps saying that he's coming in fast, giving out great many. Good, darling. I literally try to put off listening to the sleep tape. So the last 2 nights I forced myself to leave it on. I can't really hear that much. Will it still work? Look, I don't even listen to them because I don't like them, but I've got to start doing them because I clearly need it. Sometimes you put it off because your brain really doesn't want to hear it. And my brain really doesn't want to hear the I am chosen sleep tape. It hates it. It fucking hates it. Thanks, Loz. I don't know what I'd do without you. Oh, darling. Loz, you should share with us. We care about you as much as we care for us. Oh, thank you, darling. Well, that's what happened to me today. Me thinking I need to fix things. I was also in a psych ward 13 years ago for being suicidal. It gets better, trust, Loz. Yeah. I couldn't believe I ended up there, to be completely honest. I wasn't actually admitted. I was a day patient, but it scared the shit out of me when that's where I ended up having to do my therapy every week. It was like, how did I end up here? It's kind of shocking. I remember I went to the drawer one day, the first day, to get a knife to cut up my fruit, and this guy goes, "No knives here." I remember thinking, what the fuck has happened to me? How did I end up in a place where you can't have knives because people are going to fucking slash their wrists in the bathroom? What the fuck am I? Right? Could being not vulnerable enough push SP away? Yes, because you feel like when they get to know you, they won't want you. When they get to see the real you, when they get to see all this mush under here, all this emotional stuff, they won't like it, so they'll leave. So then even not being emotional, you push them away because you don't let them in. I used to do that a lot. What do you mean by slowly catching monkey? I don't want to look at my 3D and forcing anything in my 3D. My SP is born as my husband, and he knows if the first time we met he loves me. Oh, good. Okay, so slowly catching monkey just means don't push it. Don't try and catch the monkey. Don't chase after it. Don't do things to make things happen. Let the monkey come to you. If you're trying to catch an animal, let it come to you and sit on your lap. You put out a little nut for it and you let it stay right in front of you, and you don't move it along and push. Come here. Come on. Doing things. Talking to them, texting them, doing things, chasing them, asking questions. You just let them come. Right? Elaine, part 1. Me and my boyfriend go on a bike ride late at night, and jokingly he will say, "Would you sooner get chased by a snake or murderer?" My fears. He kept saying it jokingly, and then 3 days later we got what? Where's part 2? I can't see part 2. Gave me bloody conscious conclusion. Lol, it's how our subconscious picks up and forms in our reality. What happened? You got chased by a snake? So something happened that he said. Oh no, I missed it. There's no part 2. Oh, no. I love you, Loz. You're so funny and fantastic. You really helped me with my self-concept. And sometimes when I slip back, I just watch you again. It brings me back to my new story. Thank you, Mackenzie. Oh, wonderful, darling. You're welcome, guys. Loz, after yesterday, little cry, I went out for a drive. Listening to the radio, Amy Winehouse Valerie song came on, and she sings about ginger hair, which made me think of SP has ginger hair. I tested myself saying, I'll see things related to SP, which I did. Number plate with his name, a number plate with a dog we have too. So I said, I'll see dog's name, and I did all throughout the day. Oh, you did that, darling. Wonderful. Do you think you can affirm hay fever away? Yes, darling. Affirm anything away. Absolutely. I don't get hay fever. I used to get hay fever. I remember when I used to have allergies. I don't get that anymore. I got my mum hooked on your videos. Oh, did you, darling? All right. Hang on, guys. I'm going up because I've missed a few, and then I have to go because I've been here an hour. What have I missed here? Hang on, guys. Where were the bits I missed? Where was the bit I missed, guys? Rianne, where's this bit that you reckon I missed? What's this Toodles? So nice to Catchy lied. Best way to make him not be a player and get rid of the girl he went into business with because of his family said he loves me. Well, stop thinking of her as competition. Stop seeing her as a problem. Who cares? They're in business together. They're just business colleagues. That's it. They're just business partners. She's no threat to you. That's you feeling not chosen, not good enough, not prioritized by him, and not the girlfriend. So he won't treat you as the girlfriend until such time as you feel like you're the girlfriend and not seeing her as a threat. Stop comparing yourself to other girls and seeing them as threats, darling. Go and do my own chosen sleep tape. I'm priority sleep tape. Get rid of the third party. Get her out of your mind. My ex is a serial cheat, but also amazing to his friends and family. Best way to help change is he loves me, but some girl before me, she lets him cheat, but his friend said he wishes it was with me. Okay, so Toodles, you've got a story. There's a serial cheat as well. So how's he going to change if you've got that story about him to get rid of the story? I told him I wanted us to not see anyone else and get back together, and he didn't respond. If I spoke with him since, he will say something, but not about that. He always says he's busy. Okay, Mel, I answered that one. Okay, what about when you feel like you have your desire so much that you're like, oh my God, let me text SP right now about this. Then you remember current circumstances like, oh yeah, not here yet. That can happen, guys, but maybe just stop yourself. I listened to your sleep tape last night for the first time and I was crying and took a while to go back to sleep. Is that normal? Yes, Jess. Sometimes it does affect you like that, unfortunately, especially if they're really helpful ones that you should be listening to. I find that I'm chosen really hard. Someone said once they woke up in the middle of the night and heard me crying, and I'm like, I am crying in that. I'm crying when I'm saying it. They said it's like you were going, and I was like, well, I kind of am in the tape. You can't really hear it, but that's how I was feeling. I know I can say affirmations without being energetic, etc., but do I need to be actually doing something like forcing myself to get up really early? Did that make sense? No, darling, you don't have to force yourself to do anything. Just start doing the affirming, and then the movement of you getting up early will naturally come. How do I change myself to be driven, motivated, energetic? Well, say you are those things, but also work on your self-concept, Rand. It's just a reflection of your self-concept of not believing in yourself, darling, and feeling like you might do things wrong. Okay? I think I did the questions that I missed. I was also suicidal and things are better now, but I still have my sad days. That's good to know, darling. I was in for 3 days. They took my dressing gown cord off me when I was admitted. I remember this guy who was in at the same time as me used to send death threats on his napkin for the kitchen staff. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Your brain can really fuck you up, can't it? Lodge, you missed mine. Oh, no, Brianne, where is it? When will the courses be out? Soon, guys, soon. Let me finish them. I'm really putting a fire under my ass this week to get them finished, guys. Who did I miss? Freyanne, hang on. Are you sure I thought I answered yours, darling? Freyanne, where's yours? Message retracted. I can see you retracted a message. Freyanne, Loz, is it okay to agree with something for the 3D so you just don't look like a psycho? Yeah, I saw that one, even though I know it's not going to happen. Yes, I saw that. I answered it. Go back and watch it after, darling. I answered you. You just didn't hear me. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Love you, Loz. I was anxious the other day and started my self-concept affirmations and instantly felt calm. Oh, wonderful, darling. So what should I call this, guys? Abandoned. We'll call it abandoned and something else like, dear Loz, health. It's been years of affirming I'm totally healthy. Last month did a checkup and the results are really serious. What did I do wrong? Oh, no, darling. Well, were you affirming from a state of absolute fear that the results wouldn't be good, that I'm totally healthy, I'm totally healthy, I'm totally healthy, I'm totally healthy. And while you were saying that, you've got to fear, no, I'm not, things are going to go wrong, I'm not well, la, 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 la. What was back there? Ask yourself that and now say, everything works out for me. Of course I'm well. Those results were wrong. Prognosis negative. They got them all wrong. The tests were completely wrong. When I go back in, they're going to tell me exactly what I want to hear. And you tell them what you want to hear in your mind. Okay? Thank you, Loz. Remember, you're chosen by all of us. Oh, thank you, darling. Slowly, catchy monkey. Oh, yeah, we can call it that. Slowly, catchy monkey. Slowly, catchy monkey. Let's call it slowly, catchy monkey and abandoned. Okay, and it's going to have a red thumbnail, guys. All right, thanks so much, guys, for joining me. And I've got a live tomorrow, 9 p.m. EST if you're awake. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye. See you later. Oh, look, my dog knows she's going for a walk. Can you hear her? She's starting to growl because she knows that when I say bye, guys, it's walked on. See you guys. Bye.